Welcome to tonight's video. Tonight's video is coverage of Sunday's match of the day games, as well as a quick roundup of the games on Saturday and a very quick roundup on the Carling Cup game between Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur, a game of which I did not see any of. Okay, well, to get you started, it's the Liverpool and Manchester City game. Right, 2 seconds, some technical difficulties. Two teams have it all to play, for the home side chasing top four and looking to bounce back from your European exit against Besiktas midweek. The away side probably going out of the Champions League and battling Chelsea for the title. Who would come out on top in this fixture? Good early ball through to Lallana was a weak effort. He was always under pressure from the City defence, just didn't have the pace to get away, and it was an easy save for Joe Hart. 1-0, no, it won't count. Coutinho finds Lallana, who was offside, but it finished from a ridiculous angle. I mean, he literally was parallel with the goal and managed to put the ball into the net, but he was well offside. Kompany loses the ball to Coutinho, who finds Sterling, plays it back to him, goes to Henderson, who comes inside and he smashes it onto the top right hand corner. A great goal, now well deserved for the home team. Liverpool were well on top at this stage. Aguero found a ball over the top, he beat Mignolet, but it cannons off the post. Coutinho running the show out there. Sterling goes past Markovic, plays it across the face, but nobody was there. Toure finds Silva, who finds Aguero. Good work by Aguero, takes a few defenders with him, and he feeds it into Dzeko, fires low into the back of the net. A good pass move, finished off, City level. Zabaleta cross into Aguero, who heads just over. That attack came straight from the second half kick-off. Free kick to Liverpool, Skirtle heads onto Lallana, who puts the ball in offside again. This time it's debatable. Coutinho does it again. Cuts inside and bends the ball into the top right hand corner to give Liverpool lead once again. Another terrific goal by Coutinho. Not quite as good as the goal he scored against Sunderland, but a very good goal nonetheless. Aguero found by Boney, shows great footwork to keep his foot in, fires it across the face of goal. Henderson nicks the ball off Toure, finds Sturridge, fires wide. Toure storms forward, finds Silva, who shoots wide, and it's all over here. And Liverpool get deserved 3 points. And now instead of the Championship, City might be looking over their shoulders after recent results for them. Liverpool, who are in 5th place, are only 7 points behind Manchester City, and Manchester City of course are 5 points behind Chelsea, with Chelsea having the game in hand. The other game was Arsenal against Everton. Arsenal chasing a Champions League spot and look all but eliminated from this season's competition after a 3-1 home defeat against Monaco. Everton fighting a relegation battle currently and were excellent in their tie against BSC Young Boys, going through 7-2 in aggregate. Lukaku nicked the ball early on from Paulista, ran through and goal. It was kind of a ball over the top. Paulista was very hesitant in the ball, but he actually played very well in this game. Lukaku nicked through, Spinia clips the ball off him and then keeps to task and slides the ball out for a throw and putting in a challenge on the Everton striker to show his intent. Sanchez a ball in and Giroud heads wide after a poor game against Monaco for the Frenchman, who came under a heavy criticism, same as last season when he had a massive goal drought after January. Lukaku breaks through the Arsenal defence. He should have taken the shot on quicker, but Paulista makes a great challenge to deny Lukaku. 1-0 to Arsenal. Ozil takes the corner and Giroud peels off his marker and slides the ball into the back of the net, and Arsenal lead. Cazorla has an effort at goal. Howard does well to flick it over. Coleman crosses the ball into the box. Barry tries a spectacular, but it goes just over. He tried the scissor kick, but it went over the bar. Cazorla drives towards goal, plays a 1-2 of Giroud and drives just over the bar. Nice move with Cazorla and Giroud there. Barkley finds Lukaku in the box and it's a terrific save by Spinia. Coleman pulls the ball back to Lennon, but it's straight at Spinia. Ozil played in by Chamberlain, but Jagielka made sure the shot was deflected out for a corner. Ozil finds Rosicky has a shot at goal and it goes in off a Jagielka, and it takes the ball beyond Howard. Probably would have been saved if it wasn't for that. This result flattered Arsenal. Everton haven't been that bad. Giroud played in for the final chance and he headed wide. Just a similar story for Everton this season. Sometimes they've been very poor defending a lot of times this season, and playing well but just not taking their chances. And Arsenal probably weren't worthy of a win. Probably a draw would have been the right result. Yesterday, the game's on Saturday now. West Ham, who've cooled recently, played host to Red Hot Palace, who've been in great form since the appointment of Pardew. Palace should run out comfortable winners. It was 1-0 to Palace, a corner deflected into the net. Cresswell gets the goal. Scott Dan made it 2 with another header from a corner. Murray then made it 3, Punchin finds him with a free kick from deep, and he guides the header past Adrian. Valencia pulled one back for West Ham. Speroni got his hand to it, but there was too much power, and it was a concession for West Ham. Glenn Murray was also sent off in this game for a second booking. It was a pretty silly challenge after getting the first booking, which to be honest could have been worthy of a red card. Onto the Burnley Swansea game. It just doesn't look like Burnley will stay up. They seem void of luck. An own goal handed Swansea the win, who are set to struggle without Boney, but they have enough points to survive this season. Shelby took the corner and hits off many players, but Trippier eventually with the own goal after heroics from Heaton to keep the ball on numerous occasions in the move. On to Manchester United and Sunderland. Manchester United bounced back from back-to-back defeats to defeat relegation-threatened Sunderland. Herrera played a ball into Falca, who was pulled down, and West Brown sent off, even though O'Shea made the challenge. Quite ridiculous decision. Rooney scored the penalty, and that was 1-0. Rooney then scored again after Januzaj's effort spilled by the goalkeeper, and it was 2-0. Rooney scored again. Newcastle-Aston Villa. Newcastle beat looking almost doomed Aston Villa by 1-0. Cisse scores after Janmaat found him with a cross. He takes a touch and scored from close range, and Newcastle won by 1-0. Stoke beat struggling Hull by 1-0. Long ball played into Crouch, heads well into the back of the net. He had just come on as a sub, so he made an instant impact. West Brom beat Southampton, who have now fell out of the top 4 and now look more like a top 7 finish, more realistic, but nonetheless they're having a great season. West Brom continued their good form under Tony Pulis. Berahino scored another wonder goal to seal the 3 points. Brunt with a free kick. Yoshida wins a header, but the ball goes as far as Berahino, hits it on the half volley inside the box, and West Brom led after 2 minutes and won the game from there. And finally, Chelsea beat Tottenham Hotspur 2-0 in the Carling Cup final. Tottenham learned a lesson for pretty much throwing the Europa League tie, as Chelsea got revenge for the league hammering. John Terry fired in the opener, then Kyle Walker own goal handed Chelsea the first trophy of the season. Tottenham, what I'm referring to there, as a lot of you may know, Tottenham played Fiorentina midweek in the Europa League and rested Harry Kane, put all their eggs in one basket at the Carling Cup final, and came away with nothing. The lesson being there, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, at the end of the day, it's a European competition, and too many English teams are not showing Europa League the respect it deserves. When it was a UEFA Cup, you didn't have all this, and you have too many pundits saying that the Europa League doesn't matter and it's all about the Champions League. But the added incentive of the Europa League this year is if you win, you get into the Champions League next season. Tottenham were more than capable of winning that tournament, but always fall well short because of the disrespect they show that tournament. And at the end of the day, it's a European trophy, so I think that these teams should be showing the tournament more respect. You look at teams in Italy and Spain and Portugal certainly as well, they all try really hard and they all have good success in it, and English teams could have that as well if they applied themselves. So Everton, the only team flying the flag now in Europe at the moment, as Arsenal are pretty much out, Manchester City are pretty much out, Chelsea are still level at the moment, so it depends to see what happens with them if they'll continue in Europe. But Everton are flying the flag despite struggling in the league, which is the other issue with playing in Europe, with that you are league form sometimes if you don't have the squad numbers and if you have injuries and suspensions. And Everton have dropped so many points from coming back from European games, and it's not paid dividends for them. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. There'll be a video midweek because there's some all 10 Premier League games are Premier League teams are sorry all 20 Premier League teams are playing midweek, and I'll be doing a video on that, so probably the video will be ready for Thursday night, same as this one. And any questions you want to ask, then ask on Twitter, follow on Twitter, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.